Hey everyone, welcome to today's ASMR video. I'm very excited to go to Amsterdam with you. In this journey I'm going to take you with on my second trip ever in my life, being alive in Amsterdam. So we're actually not in Amsterdam right now, we're actually currently in a place called Oegstgeest. It's, my cousin lives there basically. Got a new apartment about a year ago, so yeah, this is my first time visiting him in Oegstgeest. It was a lot of fun driving my car. In this case I am the passenger. And we're here, we're on our way to Amsterdam. You'll see a lot of green stuff on the side of the road. Nice highways where you can go 130. And actually we're here on our way to Schiphol because you actually have to pass Schiphol in order to go to Amsterdam itself. As you can see here, it says on the board Schiphol. Haven't been on an airplane in like 5-6 years nearly. It's really nice, big. I don't want to say it's countryside because it's really not countryside, but hey, to each his own. You got a nice big ass airplane, and the road's very long, very long. The actual road to the place itself is actually very short. It's only 25 minutes. So this is a residential building, and this is really nice. The houses were really nice. So yeah, this is me walking with my cousin Dylan on the left side. Your boy got the drip on, and these are, I would assume, council houses. I don't know, but they look like council houses. But it's very quiet. Instead of actually going in the city, we decided to go take the train because it's cheaper and it's way more efficient for our pockets. So we thought we'd do that because parking in Amsterdam can cost like €50 for like a few hours. So here we go into the metro, but we forgot, like, oh, we took the wrong one, so we had to exit again. Just check which metro we had to take. I think the M51 North, and then afterwards the M52. Some weird stuff on the side of a building. I don't know what this means. I don't actually know what this place was, to be honest, but very cool. There's Dylan, I think, thinking or either vaping. He doesn't smoke anymore, he just does vape. Anyways, this is our way to go to Amsterdam, and we have arrived in Amsterdam. Wow, what a city, huh? You can understand why so many people like Amsterdam and why it attracts them, except, besides the weed and, the women. I must say, man, what surprised me so much was the amount of stores, because I haven't been on this side of Amsterdam. I've been to PCO-straat, which is very overrated, but you got a lot of these, like, weird side shops, which I really honestly don't even go in them. They're a waste of time and money. You'll see a lot of MJ shops, selling edibles. It's all fake. And we walked into this duck store which sold a lot of ducks. I was like, oh, they're cute, until I saw the price. This duck is $25, which is stupidity for a goddamn duck. You better be able to give me a BJ or something, you know what I mean? Anyways, that's weird. Why did I say that? I don't know. You get the point. For that money, I would hope you can give me a BJ at least, you know what I mean? That's weird, kicking around. Anyways, this is Amsterdam for those who've never been there. This is called the Grachten, and had to get a space cake. Had to get a space muffin cake. Been a few years since I had one, and I thought I'd try one out. As the owner, I would assume, of the store said, yeah, edibles, waste of money. It's just a scam thing to basically lure tourists into spending their money. So yeah, a lot of old buildings and a lot of history. Amsterdam, I think, I don't know if it got bombed, but I do know Rotterdam got bombed in the 50s with like the Second World War, or in the 40s. We had this retail sneaker shop. I don't know if this store is legit. I would assume, otherwise I wouldn't be able to open it. So we were hungry. I was like, shit, man, it's like goddamn 9 o'clock at night. We need some dinner before we go to the red light district. And I got a really nice pizza margarita, which I'll show you. I had to go take a shit, so going back up, and I had the pizza margarita. $8.50 for Amsterdam. That is an insane cheap price. In total, Global Kitchen Steakhouse, shout out to them, man. I thought I'd give them a little promo because the food was really good. It was the cheapest one in Amsterdam, which we can find food-wise. And here it finally happens, man. Amsterdam at night. My first time, Dylan's second time in night. And these are the grachten, the well-known places where, yeah, women stand behind glass and make a living. Obviously, I cannot record that, obviously, rightfully so, because it's private. And I respect and value their privacy as well. And I also do not want to get sued. But those red windows you saw there, that's essentially what it is. They're pretty much spread in this like small street canals and stuff like that. So after that, it's 1 in the morning. We were so goddamn tired. We had to go catch the train. And we actually walked out the wrong way, believe it or not. So we had to go take another route. But I thought I'd show you the area. It was pretty much quiet. So we had to take the metro here. This is also just outside of Amsterdam. Well, it's technically still in Amsterdam, but you get what I mean. After that, we went ahead and basically just walked to the car. We had parked in this residential area, which was very quiet, really nice, and we have arrived at Dylan's apartment. I love his apartment so much, man. Shout out to Dylan, man. Shout out to him for letting me stay over the weekend. It's very generous of him. And yeah, pretty cool lighting. I guess somebody put it on there so you can see, because it's dark. Like, it's really dark in the apartment. I guess you could say apartment complex. But yeah, a few staircases. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Great for the exercise. Great for calorie burns and whatsoever. So he's got. It's not a penthouse, but I like to call it the penthouse because it's on the top of the building. He has 2 neighbors on top, which is really chill. So it's very quiet, very private, and we're home. Hey, hope you guys are all doing well. What a great video this was. A bit of a different video. I guess you could say a mini vlog, but also telling you stuff about Amsterdam. My honest review and opinion on Amsterdam. It's got its pros and cons. As you know, I live in Zeeland, and in Zeeland everything is relatively far away from each other. Like, the closest place by us is Vlissingen, Breskens, Terneuzen, you name it, some other places where I've never been. So once in a while, what I like to do is I like to go to Rotterdam, The Hague, Amsterdam, and just chill there for 2-3 days with my cousin, as I don't have any friends, and he's really he's one of the only guys I can really trust. That's my boy Dylan, man. Shout out to my boy Dylan. I love him. Obviously, he's my cousin, so got much love for him. But yeah, we decided to go to Amsterdam again this time, because my last time was in 2021, September, October, just when I got my tiny house. So I thought we'd go to Amsterdam. I did not take my car this time, as I showed he was a driver, and we went past Schiphol. So what is so appealing in Amsterdam and about Amsterdam is the fact that obviously it's legal. Well, I say it's legal, but it's technically not. It's decriminalized, meaning it's accepted, or as they say in Dutch terms, het wordt gedoogd, which it's accepted. A lot of shops on the side of the streets, as you could see, a lot of shops with relatively just selling the same stuff. I went into a shop, an actual real shop, because I asked my cousin, I said, hey dude, I want to try out space cake, because it's been a few years. I want to try out edibles as well. And he said, nah, don't even waste your goddamn money on that. I'm like, why not? Because it's all fake. It's fake shit. I'm like, nah, no way, dude. So we went to a legit shop, and I asked the owner, I said, hey, I got a question. Edibles? Nah, don't buy them. How come? They're fake. I'm like, are you serious? Yeah, it's all fake. They all sell fake stuff to tourists. And then he tells me as well, like, no offense, but you do look like the type of guy to get scammed. I'm like, you know what, my guy, I'm going to be very honest with you. I can't argue with that, and I believe him. So I bought a space muffin, which is going to be very interesting in the next upcoming video, highlighting. Just really nice. Like, the thing about Amsterdam, what appeals for me is the fact that it's a day away from the farm. It's 2-3 days, I'm gone. I meet my cousin up in The Hague, or actually past The Hague. It's a place in Oostgeest. And then we just go to Amsterdam from there upon on the train, because taking your car within Amsterdam is super inconvenient, because there's people walking all over the streets, bicycles, scooters, bikers. It's hectic, it's chaotic. But also another thing is, parking is so goddamn expensive, and that is if you can find parking, because most of the time you just won't be able to find parking there at all. And if you do, you're very fortunate, then you have to pay a lot of money. So we're like, now we park outside of Amsterdam, take the metro train from there upon, as you could see in this video as well. But I don't go to Amsterdam because of everything, like the products they sell, because I've used it before. I stopped using it 8-9 months ago, and it doesn't interest me more. But I thought, man, a space cake really shouldn't hurt. So I think there will be next video, or maybe I'll do that next week. Depends on how I feel. But yeah, for like a lot of people outside of the Netherlands, they like to go to Amsterdam because it's a different culture, if that makes any sense. Like, the Dutch culture is very me, and when you go to Amsterdam, it's very diverse. So you got everything you can imagine, from black, white, Hispanic, Asian, straight, gay, bi. You got it all there, and it's pretty much accepted in Amsterdam. They also say Amsterdam is the gay capital of Europe, and there's a reason for that, because it's pretty much accepted within Amsterdam. I'll tell you something interesting. In 2002, we were the first country to ever introduce in the world to accept gay marriage, which is pretty interesting. It's got actually nothing to do but with this video, but it's just one of these examples. But yeah, the Volle is obviously a very notoriously known place. Yeah, the red light district. I'll be honest, man, I actually really enjoyed the red light district. Yeah, God, man, I can't even lie, man. I felt good. Like, yeah, I felt really good when I went there. I had unspoken riz, I think they say. I don't know how to describe it, man, but I thought a day before I go to Amsterdam, like, yeah, let me go get a haircut quickly. Let me just dress up in my opinion, my nicest outfit, and it worked. They kept doing this, so I'm obviously asked like, hey, how much does it cost? Some gave me a quote of 50 for playing the flute. One charged 100 for a flute. The one charged 100 for dancing, and the last one I approached offered me 100 for everything: playing the flute, dancing, anything. I had a whole conversation with like a minute long before I said, nah, you're very attractive. It's just I've never done it with a woman behind the glass. Oh, but you're in Amsterdam. This could be your first time. So yeah, that is true. I told her I'll think about it, but I can't promise. Would I be open for it? Look, this is my case on it. This is how I think. I've got a lot of respect for the women that do these jobs, because a lot of people have a misconception about, oh, this and this and that about them. They're also humans at the end of the day. They chose to do this certain job, and I can somewhat understand that people may look upon it as like something that I could not personally do. But you've also got to understand, a lot of people don't want a 9 to 5 job. A lot of people can't work a 9 to 5 job, and some people, they kick off from doing stuff like this, like stuff that's a bit naughty, stuff that's outside of the box, if that makes sense. And also, they're also just people at the end of the day. Yeah, they have a different job than us. Instead of a 9 to 5, yeah, cool, right, whatever, right. We are in 2023, to be honest. So if you look upon it as a weird thing or frown upon it, that's a bit kind of your problem, because what's the difference between one of the ladies behind the wall and an OnlyFans model? It's the same stuff what they do. It's pornography at the end of the day, both. So really, there's no difference. So yeah, I got a lot of respect for them. I told one of the ladies as well, stay safe, have a good night. Obviously, it's all an act. We all know that what they do is a part of them to get you to persuade into having fun with them. I'm not trying to come across as a cocky person, but respectfully, I do not need to have fun with a woman that I do not know. Obviously, in this case, it's paid, so you have to ask for consensual things. But it's like, for me, what I value so much is having fun with someone that I feel comfortable with. I don't really like opening up my body to a stranger in real life that I completely don't know, never met before, never spoken before. But each to own, some people don't care about it, but it's a form of respect and dignity as well, I think. It's just, I'm just very conscious about the piece. Like, I don't do one night stands. I've never had that neither, to let you all know, because I wouldn't want to do it, because it's not who I am. I would like to get to know the person. But yeah, besides that, very popular thing in Amsterdam, it's a lot of fun. It's obviously a lot of fun. And if you're somebody who likes the city, who likes the busyness, the noise, Amsterdam is the place to go. Rotterdam, in my opinion, is nice for the sightseeing and everything, but that's, Amsterdam is way more interesting and intriguing to go to as a tourist and as a Dutch person. The cons, I must say this time, which I was very shocked at, is how disgusting it was. Shit everywhere. Like, goddamn, it was disgusting, man. We first walked in, trash cans over the entire streets, litter everywhere. Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise, because the first time I went 2 years ago nearly, I didn't see none of that on the street. But, at the end of the day, it's Amsterdam. It's a city just like NYC that never dies. It's 24/7 busy. If you want peace, do not live in Amsterdam. No, because you're not gonna find peace in Amsterdam. I don't want to hear any of you complaining, saying, oh, they're playing music. Yeah, that's pretty normal, because you got a lot of students in Amsterdam that share like a room with multiple people, and then they have music playing. But then I love going to Amsterdam once in a while. It's really one of those places that it's just nice to go to. I mean, yes, surely it's far away from where I live. It's 25 minutes from where he lives, so that's really convenient, but I like it. It's not a place I would obviously want to live in, because I value peace, privacy, and tranquility. Like, tranquil life for me is very important. But to each their own. The one person likes the city, the other person doesn't. As I mentioned before, I do not like the city, but you gotta understand, I grew up in the city for my entire life. But the thing was with me, I always wanted to get out of the city. That's why we moved in the countryside. But if you're just like me and you're like, you know what, I want to visit it once in a while, then you should definitely go visit. It's worth it, and it's fun. and you might meet a lot of foreign people there. I spoke to some guys as well. Like this dude walked up to me and said, "Yo, how much is he charge?" "Oh, so you just charged me $50 for playing the food." He said, "Nah, no way, bro. Did you take it?" I said, "Nah, I'm good." I said, "I have a good day, dude." And also another thing, which is a con, which is very unfortunate and kind of ruins Amsterdam for me personally, experience, and for a lot of other people, is you're not gonna like this what I'm gonna say probably, but a lot of African people in Amsterdam, which you can already see by just looking at them for 1 second. They're shady, they're up to no good. They will walk up to you, walk past you and say Charlie Coke, which if they do, illegal substances. Don't ever take it. Not just only that, because they might take you in an alley and try to rob you. They could even take your life away from you. It has happened in Amsterdam before, so don't take no illegal substances. Be safe. If you want to get stuff, get it at a shop, especially MJ. There's no point, and you don't need to buy it on the streets. Just let it or buy it under supervision. So yeah, hey man, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next ASMR.